Welcome to the today very exciting session. My name is Radisys. I am the club sergeant at arms. I welcome you all to 137th session of Radisys SoundBytes Toastmasters Club. I request all members to turn on your camera since it gives a lots of encouragement to our role takers, and we love to see your beautiful faces. Before starting our meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules that we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. Rule number one: please refrain from discussion about sex, religion, and politics. Rule number two: please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Rule number three: if you're stepping out of the meeting, please turn off your camera. Now, uh, with this, join me in welcoming our presiding officer for today. Our presiding officer for today is like an old book. So, just like an old book, it has lots of great knowledge and something really beautiful smell to hold on to. Whenever once in a while, as you see, you open your old book that you read a lot back to back once in a while. He is something like that, someone like that. He is our past president, Gaurav Tripathi. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan, for such a warm welcome. I think 10 minutes back you called me and you came up with such a beautiful introduction. So kudos to you. So, a very good afternoon, everyone. Today we have 137th Toastmaster session of our Radisys SoundBytes Toastmaster Club. And today is the first session when we are meeting at a different time. We used to meet at every Thursday, but now we have changed it to Monday. So I think we have less count today. Could be because of this change. But I think every big thing starts with a small change, right? So it's a good start for all of us. And I hope from the next session onward, people will come to these sessions and we all will enjoy these sessions together. Uh, so our today's topic, when I saw the poster, a very famous proverb came to my mind, and it says, "Don't judge a book by its cover." This is a classic saying which reminds us not to judge people, situations, or things solely by their outward appearance, because there is often more beneath the surface, right? So our today's theme says beyond the cover, living the stories we read, and I hope there will be a lot of stories which will come out in this session. Since it is a table topics session, most of the things will be like unprepared, and a lot of stories, old or past stories, will come in these sessions. So I think we all are going to enjoy it a lot. So with this thought, I would like to start this meeting, and I would like to pass baton to our Sergeant Adam, who will introduce the role players of this meeting, and then he will introduce the main role player, which is table topic master. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajan.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Uh, so, with this, I would like to welcome our timer. She is someone who is so much into arts and crafts, who really enjoys making new, beautiful drawings, paintings, and so much more in crafts. Uh, uh, I would like to welcome Pranali, our timer of today. Please explain your role. Yeah, thank you. Over to you.
Hi. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, my role as timer is to monitor the time during prepared speech evaluation as well as for table topics. But as for today, we have table topics. So, I'll be explaining you the timings for evaluation as well as for the table topics. And at the end of the session, I'll be displaying all the timings taken by all the participants. So, the timing for evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. As I've joined online, so I'll share my screen as green with the respective card. And at 2.5 minute, 1.5 minute, I'll show yellow card. At 3 minute, I'll show the red card. So this is all about the evaluation. And coming to the table topics, the assigned time is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show the green card. At 1.5, I'll show yellow card. And at 2 minute, I'll show red card until the speaker stops. So I request everyone to please pin myself so that you'll be able to see the cards. I'll show you the cards. Just give me a minute. This is the green card, and this will be the yellow one, and this is the red one. I hope all are clear with the cards. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Rajan.
Thanks, Pranali, for explaining the role. Now, I would like to welcome again uh, Gaurav for the role of grammarian, for explaining the role of grammarian. Yeah, over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Tosma Rajan. So everyone, I'm playing role of grammarian today. My role as grammarian is to introduce the word of the day and encourage its uses by speakers, evaluators, and table topic participants. I will note who used the word of the day or derivative of it correctly or incorrectly. I will listen the word uses and note any awkward or misuse of English language, such as incomplete sentences, incorrect grammar, or malapropisms. Let me just share my screen for sharing word of the day. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, Gaurav.
Okay. So word of the day is peered. It is an adjective which means lively or cheerful. Mnemonic to remember this word is the peered woman was eating a pear. Antonym for this word is gloomy or dim. And you can see the uses. A peered nature exudes calmness, or a peered boy played carelessly with his toy train. I will paste this in our group chat so that you can refer it. Thank you, everyone. I will share my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, thanks, Gaurav, for explaining the role very clearly. And I think we all are very cleared today for our session. Uh, Now, I would like to introduce our Toastmasters, Toast Table Topic Masters for today. He's someone who is an avid reader, be it finance or fantasy. He reads it all. He has recently started practicing badminton, getting in serious shape. He's someone who knows how to turn a simple question into sparks of creativity. Now, I would like everyone to welcome our table topic master for today, Avinash Narendra. Over to you, Avinash. Please take the session forward.
Thank you, Rajan. Thank you, everyone. So I'll not keep it waiting for too long because I have given a bit of a right to Rajan, saying that I would be a bit late. So I'll not take too much time. For the people who are early, I am giving a special gift to them. You guys get the choice, get a choice. So please tell me when you're able to see my slides.
It's visible.
Click. Yes. So, welcome Toastmasters. Today, we are going to dive into the jungle of novels, fiction, from all genres, from romance to sci fi to horror and all. The first ones to pick a topic are going to get a special opportunity to choose the favorite genre they want. And there will be additional surprises. So, stay tuned for that. So, do volunteer. First one. Who's the first one coming in? Rajan.
That's
Yeah. So today you have the choice to choose the genre. No PPT number. You can just tell me which genre of fiction do you love?
uh, superhero fantasy, something like that.
Fantasy. Mm, yeah. Sec. Okay, this is going to be a bit hard. One sec.
It's okay to ask for.
Yeah, but I do have.
So Rajan, what is your gut feeling? Which number will have this superhero segment?
So it's
You can just
about
tell the number.
six,
Six.
number
Maybe you
six.
can go for six.
let me just check for something similar to yours. So, okay. Yeah, oh, did I? So you get mythology, and your topic for today. Oh God. One second. Why is it not moving?
Just select it first.
1 second.
Can you enable editing?
Oh. It I think moved.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes, Rajan. So your topic is, if you are a Greek god, what would you be a god of?
Oh, it's a little tough because I don't know a lot of Greek gods. I know few of them. Zeus, who has power and control over thunder. So I think I will go take Zeus. Uh, Zeus, as far as I know, that he is the king of the gods. He has power over everyone. So, and the thing is, he can. I think he has control over all the clouds and all the thunder, and he can make anybody shiver with his raw power. And he controls all of the gods. So basically, just my name as Rajan, he is like the Raja, king of gods. So probably I think Zeus would be the one. Uh, he, uh, I think Zeus is also father of uh, what's his name? Hercules. So, uh, and he's one of my favorite character from my childhood animated series. I forgot the name of the series, but it was really beautiful. Well, the common theme around them is that they have very beautiful, muscular, sculpted body, and though I don't have, but I always think that if somebody who is near to God, probably they will be a really skillful and really made themselves sculpt with uh, lots of putting it is sculpted their body with lots of effort. So I believe that those things I think I would like to take embrace those things. Yeah. So yeah, I think Zeus that would be from my side.
Awesome speech, Rajan. So you can try joining me in the badminton sessions. It would help with your sculpting dreams.
Sculpting body. Yeah.
So for the next one, I remember Gaurav being interested. So let's have Gaurav. So Gaurav, any genre that you love?
I love to try different genres, so anything is fine. Number five.
Okay. So we have a choice for you. So you have heard of Choose Your Own Adventure? We have something similar here.
Okay.
We have two topics. You can choose one or two. So what among this?
Number one.
Number one, love at first sight. Does love at first sight exist? Or do you believe love is something that grows over time?
Thank you, Toastmaster Venus. First of all, giving me a lot of choices. First the genre, then the topic. So, in my opinion, love is something which basically builds over time. And I feel love at first sight is kind of a attraction. I consider it as attraction section, but For me, love is something which grows with the time, and when you start understanding people whom you love, so in that way, things will develop over the time. So this is my basic understanding. But I have seen a lot of movies where they will show hero see heroine in some scene, and suddenly things will spark and a lot of adventure will happen over the movie. So I feel it is good for a movie, because in movies you have to see a lot of colors and lot of uh, playful scenes will be there. So it's good for entertainment. But for real life, in my opinion, love is something which grows over time, and uh, basically in that way you build respect. Love is not just attraction. It is about attraction, it is about empathy, it is about compassion. So uh, it is a combination of lot of human qualities which cannot be built in first sight, which can be built over the time with the amount of time you spend with the other person, as well as when you start understanding them, what are their like positive points, negative points. So it's about accepting everything and then going for that particular commitment. So in my opinion, love at first sight is good for entertainment, but not for the real life. Thank you.
Awesome. Do you have any movies that you suggest for the love at first sight cliche?
I think I don't have any movie name for the recommendation, but there are a lot of movies. If you check any movie, any romantic movie, you will find these kind of scenes. There was one movie, Meet Joe Black.
Oh,
So that movie is very good, and I think in that movie they have shown love at first sight. In the very first meeting, the heroine and the hero, they will have a very, I would say, unsaid bonding, and it will grow for next 5 4 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. But a lot of things will change in that movie. So I think it's a good movie to watch if people want to see this love at first sight kind of behavior.
yes. Death and love,
Yes.
the main two characters of any fiction. So, with that, we move on to the next person. Volunteers. Oh, Prasang, thank you. Thank you for volunteering. So, we have a bit of a difference today. Uh,
Okay.
you have the choice, and you can choose the genre of your liking. We are already done with sci-fi and fiction, superheroes, and romance. So you can choose any
What is
genre of
left?
novels that you love. We have a lot of them, so you can choose
I can go with the fiction.
fiction.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have something for you. Let's. Oh, sorry. Uh, God, sorry. We will go with dystopian and futuristic for you. Here again, you have another choice. Option one or two.
I'll go with the second option. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the second option reveals. Survival strategy. How would you survive in a dystopian world? What's the if what would be your strategy for it? Prasant.
Uh, may I know the meaning of dystopian?
It's a world where everything goes bad. Let's say uh, the dictators took over the world, um, the robots took over the world, or something. AI took over the world, and it's not a good world. It's everything has gone bad. It's Fallout type situation. There's a nuclear explosion. People are somehow getting by. That sort of a way. Place.
Okay. Good. Thanks for the meaning. Talking about the bad world, right? So, recently I was watching one series on the Geo Cinema. It recently came from the HBO, and the series is related to some Gotham. The guy. I mean, so basically, this guy who was kind of a child had a brother, but was kind of always people used to underestimate him, even his family. So one day he uh, went to a kind of you say cave, you can say that, right? So underground cave inside the city. He took his brother, and that day it was a rain, right? So he took his brother, and initially they were exploring the tunnel, and then at the end, what he does is he locked down his brother into the into the tunnel, and then he left it, right? That was something. It was unintentional. He didn't thought that his brother will die because of the rain was. It was raining, and then the tunnel was getting flooded, but he died. So I think that was one of the movie I realized that even though it is something bad thing, but for his survival, he has to become a bad guy and he has to kill his brother to 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 kind of, survive in the world, right? People used to underestimate him, and after that, I think he grown up and then he used to work under the kind of uh, a gangster, right? And later he took over that gang in that city, Gotham City, and then he built his own empire. So even though in childhood he was being underestimated, but over the time, by learning how to, how to take chances, he was able to survive, and he became the king, kind of the top in the city and the top of the gang in the city. So if you are in a kind of bad city, you have to become the bad to survive, because by being good over there, you're not able to survive there because there are a lot of bad people, right? So if I'm in the bad city, I would become a bad guy, and then I will reach the top to survive there. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Prasan. Uh, with that, we'll move on to the next person in queue. So Pranali expressed her interest. Pranali,
Yeah.
you have a choice to choose the genre, or you can even pick up other the road not taken for the
Do we have
genres that we
fantasy?
have explored.
Do
Yes.
we have fantasy?
So
I would like to go for that one.
okay. So we have something similar. We have adventure and choice.
Yeah.
So here
Um,
again, you have your adventure to choose one or two.
I'll go with the first one. Can someone please note the
First,
time if possible?
Gaurav will not.
Okay. Thank you.
So here's your topic. Relate a time you overcame a challenge, emerging stronger, like a hero in a novel.
Okay. Thank you, Avinash, for this title. So, with this title, I can only remember one story during our BTech journey. I, along with my other friends, we were five, and we went to one lake called as Pavna Lake. It's in Pune. So, what actually happened was that I don't know how to swim. I'm very noob, or you can say I don't know how to swim. So, we went there, and I remember I was sitting at the shore, and my other friends who knew how to swim, they were just swimming around in that lake. And like that dam water started to raise the level, and suddenly my friend, two of them went a little deep, and then they started, like one of my friends, she was struggling there to swim. She thought she'll be fine there, but when she went there, she was literally drowning there into the water. And I remember me along with my other friend. I just hold her hand, my other friend, and she swim. So like we had one thread kind of thing, like a stronger one. We holded it, and she went ahead so that we can protect her as well as we can bring that other friend to the shore. And like in that way we brought her back, and she was not in the good state by then. And that time we both were called as the heroes, because we like we brought her back and she was safe and alive. We were just imagining we were be put in a newsletter that four girls were swimming and they just lost one of her friend. And we could imagine her mother calling us, how could you do that? And she was single kid. So yeah, I remember that thing whenever, like just when I heard of this title. Yeah, that's how we became hero of her life. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pranali. Have you seen the movie Manjumal Boys? I get a very Manjumal Boys movie vibe from this. If
Okay.
you haven't, keep it in your watch list. It's on
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Amazon
I
Prime,
have
I think,
seen
or
the
Hotstar.
movie.
Hotstar.
I have seen the
We were
It's a
movie, and
fun
actually
Malayalam
feeling
recently
as
movie.
if
went
we were
to
in some movie
the cave
because we
also.
had that whole
Yeah.
thing. Sorry, Rajan. Yeah, you were saying something.
Sorry, I like blocked it. Uh, I have seen the movie, and recently I went to the cave also, near the cave. I went to see. So after coming back, I saw the movie and I got to know that how dangerous that place is. It's really like I think one of the no, it's the one of the number one dangerous caves, number one dangerous cave I think in the world. So people, if they are going down, then it's rare. I think only once it happened that they have came back. So
Thank you, Rajan. And with that, it's again your turn. So make a choice. We have um,
I think
mystery.
futuristic. I think is probably remaining in this totally futuristic.
You want to go futuristic? Okay, so we have done one of the options in futuristic. You only have the other. So we'll see that. And the topic for you is what reminds you of a dystopian novel in today's world? You are muted. Your audio is not on.
No, I was just lip reading. So I was thinking of a novel that reminds me of today's world, and that is actually when I think I haven't read the novel, but I have seen the movie. So it's called Dune. So uh, Dune, if you know the plot, so it's in very far future, like thousands and thousands of years out in future, where people do have banned the uh, software programming like things, basically. So basically, any AI, there is no sign of AI because they have made like they have attacked the human population or whatever. So there is no way, there is no AI. So there is no programming things and all everything. And the future is in the future. Even in future, they are having so many wars about. Uh, there is one thing called spice. Spice is like basically everything in Dune. So today also I see that maybe it's actually a very old novel. Like I think it's been now about 100 years since the novel has been written, and they have predicted it so clearly that it may happen that AI will come, something like AI, and they may attack us. I'm not sure if they'll happen or not, but sometimes because of so many improvements in AI, I see that it probably can and will. So I think we should be prepared and then be ready to survive without AI also. So yeah, it's really good. It's all.
Thank you, Rajan. And with that, we move on. Oh, did people
I
bring their
remember
hands
there is
down?
one movie too, right?
Rani was speaking something.
Yeah, I remember there is one movie too, right, with this title, Dunes,
Yes, yes,
of
yeah.
Tom Holland.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Um, so now we have run out of choices and we will go with numbers now. So we have numbers from 2 to 10 with 4 gone. 2. And you have the adventure and choices, the second option. So let's see. You have a secret destiny, like a fantasy hero, like the Harry Potter or the Percy Jackson. What's your first move?
think having a secret destiny is something which you don't know. So first thing is, even I don't know whether it is there or not. So I believe I will try to live the current moment. I will try to enjoy the period environment and all those things. And since it is so secret, maybe other than like if I don't know, maybe other people also don't know about it. So in that way, I feel there is no first move towards that direction. Whatever I do, it will lead me to that destiny. So from my side, I think I will try to enjoy the things what I have in front of me. Sometimes if I'm getting uh, some sign from the nature, I will try to uh, make a note of all those things. And if my destiny is to figure out what that secret destiny is, then I think writing diary might help in that way. Okay, surprisingly today this happened. Coincidentally, again this thing happened. So maybe in that way I will try to figure it out. But since secret destiny is something which some I don't know, some magician or some great
Prophecy?
guy will come. It's kind of a prophecy, right? Which you don't know, but maybe some old guy who is there from long ages, he know about it. And whenever right time comes, he will appear and he will guide you to that destiny. So these are my thought about secret destiny. But from my side, my next move might be going to my meeting at 2:30, which is for production defect issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. And with that, we can go towards Pranali. So, Pranali, you have the choice between 3 or 5 to 10, 5 to 9.
I'll go with 5.
You have 5. So, we have love and relationships, the second. You don't have choice. And here comes your question. If you had to give dating advice to a classic literary couple, your Edward and, was it? Edward Cullen, the Twilight duo, or be it the classic Romeo or Juliet, or some other uh, uh, romance couple, what would your advice be?
To them, you mean?
Yes, to some novel, romance novel main
Okay.
characters, dating strategies.
Okay, so when it comes to dating advice, I won't be a good choice because this literary couples are the ones from whom we have learned, like from whom we have got to know what does love means. The love has started from them, the Adam, Eve, and what I have known from by reading books. So my advice from for them, there won't be my advice for to them. There would be advice that I'll be taking from them for any futuristic relations that I might have. And mostly when I remember about the literary couples, I have seen how they have shown about the purity and the sincerity towards the other half, and how they have been together through through their lows and highs. This all things that I have taken from them as a advice, or say um but if I have to give any advice to them, that might be that love is not all about imaginary thing, or not always beautiful. There are some hard times which are not mostly shown in this romantic movies, except Romeo Juliet or some others. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranali. I would give the same advice to Romeo and Juliet. They were way too young to get into such a mess.
Yeah.
Though Edward Cullen and Bella may be a bit too involved to take my advice at heart. With that, we can move to the next volunteer, Prasang. Thank you. So, Prasang, you have the
Yeah.
choice from 3 or 6 to 9.
I will go with 9. Yeah,
9. Ooh,
yeah, right.
you got the easiest question of all.
Is
What's the
it?
funniest thing that's ever happened to you?
What is the funniest thing?
That
Uh,
ever happened to you?
okay, so everybody is talking about love, right? So I talk about the same thing which happened with me. So I was a kid of uh, how many years? Maybe 8 years old kid. I was in class fifth. You know, class fifth guy knows about the love. You know what I did? So there was a girl, and I used to like that girl. I told my friends, and then my friends gave me idea that you should tell her. So I can't go and confront her, right, and say that I have a feeling for you. So what I did, I took a paper, I wrote on that, and then instead of going and giving it to her in the class itself, I throw it on her in front of her, right? And then she took it. I went to the teacher, and you know what's happened? Teachers came. I was suspended from the class for the 2 days, and then in between the class during the lunch, I was sent back to my home. I went to home, and my parents are teachers, so they were not at home. But I went there and slept because being suspended and sent out middle of the class, that was a embarrassing moment for me. I just slept there. When my parents came, I did not told them anything. I was just sleeping. My friends who were from my village, they came and they shared the thing with my parents. But luckily, I think I got lucky. Even though my parents were strict, I was just scared, but they did not said anything. You know, I mean, I remember there was no conversation about that, and I was lucky that I did not got beaten. And I that time it was a kind of embarrassing thing, a very scary thing. But now it is for me a kind of a very funny thing whenever I remember it. I mean, such childish thing, and definitely I was child and I did a childish thing, but it is a memory for life, I can say. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you, Prasan. Reminiscing about your childhood adventures sure always feels funny from second glance. May not be when we are kids. So I didn't get, did the things work out with the girl or?
Definitely not.
Okay. So we have the next topic. So who's the next volunteer?
Shall we conclude?
Okay. So we have
Maybe
maybe
we
we
can
can
go for one more.
go for one more. So we have option. Uh, 1 second. We have the option 6, 7, 8, or 3. Who's the next volunteer?
You can go for something is having two options. You call two people. They can deliver it.
Uh, okay. So we have option 3 or with two options, or we can go for 6, 7, 8. Anyone who wants to volunteer? Okay, so I'll pick. So the next person to speak would be, I think Rajan's been a while. So Rajan, you have 3, 6, 7, 9, 6, 7, 8. I'll give you uh, help because this is the last speech. You can know the topics. So the third topic is mystery and suspense. Sixth is coming of age novels. 7 is horror. And 8 is classic literature. You can choose
Okay, I think
between any of them. So
mystery
coming of
and
age, horror,
suspense.
classic literature, mystery. Mystery has multiple choices for you. So do you want to go for the key or do you want to go for the question?
Oh my God. Okay, question mark. Riddler.
Do you trust your instincts in a horror novel?
Oh yes. So
That's
recently I watched a movie. It's called Smile. So it's a horror movie. I think just 2 days back I watched. So now I've seen so many horror movies and so many in general movies that I know I can predict the plot. And in that time also, uh, when I see, uh, but this time since I knew, I thought I predicted the plot. Okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen next, and this is where the jump scare is going to come. This is where the ghost is going to come from inside. So I was prepared. But the thing I was not prepared is always that my favorite character in a movie to die. The directors loves to kill the favorite characters. The only logical character in the movie, in the Smile, was that police person who was trying to help the girl, and he was the only logical person who was logically trying to find out what is happening with the people and how people are dying and why this is happening, why so many back-to-back serial suicide cases and so many things he was trying to solve. And the girl who knew what is happening to herself, she shared with everybody, like her fiance who didn't wanted to help, his friends, his sisters who she had a beef with, and those people that never helped her. And the only guy who asked her, "Okay, tell me what is happening. I will help you." And he was a police person who can act, who has the power to help. She didn't do it, and that's what frustrated me. And though, but and at the end, the guy who got killed, guess who was the guy? The police person. That so the thing is, he died in the second part of the movie, second like Smile too. But yeah, that's what happened, and uh, I trust my instincts, and that happens especially in movies. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thanks.
Thank you, Rajan. Game of Thrones really opened the Pandora's box when it comes to main characters dying. From there on, every single novel you anticipate who is the main character that's going to be killed off to create some engagement. Maybe it might not be
Not the
Game
main
of Thrones.
character, the
Maybe it
good
might be
characters.
क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी for that.
I think there's
They
some
had a
telepathy.
penchant for killing off the son-in-law.
But they were not. There are some old there, very long time. So they have both the traditions there.
With that fun little speech, we uh, have reached the end. Do we do another one or do we conclude?
If people are interested, you can go for another round. But at 2:30, I have to leave. So
Okay.
this is the only point I have. Maybe you guys can
If any
continue.
of you are interested in continuing with one more, or do we conclude?
I can give it a try. But I was
So,
saying that I was also thought about the Game of Thrones. I was about to mention that. So there was some telepathy, right? Killing the main character. Danny was my favorite character, and then at the end they killed her.
One favorite character that stood till the last was Tyrion. I think Tyrion Lannister was alive till the end.
Uh,
That was one of my favorite characters.
yes. So, Prasank, you have the option between 6, 7, 8. So 6 is coming of age, 7 is horror, or 8 is classic literature, your Odysseus and
uh,
stuff.
not aware about literature, neither interested in horror. So I would go with the coming to age.
Coming of age. So the topic for you is what book character's personal journey do you relate to? Do you feel like that resonates with you? That character is just you in a book.
So not exactly, but I was reading this book, The Brother Karamazov by the Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a quite popular book. It has 1,000 pages. I mean, it's such a combination of 4 and 5 books. So I have read half of the books. So there is one character. There's one father. He has a kind of three sons. The younger son, Eliezer, right? Eliezer. His name was Eliezer. So he's kind of even though he's younger, but he is the most mature guy. He is kind of a monk in the monastery. So I kind of relate with that guy. I mean, there's a lot of happening in that family. Three brothers, one father. The elder brother kind of hate his father, about to kill. for the money, for the girl. I mean, the father and the girl, father and son both love the same girl. That kind of story is there. But this guy, the Ariosa in that family, he is the monk in that kind of family. He's the most mature guy. He's trying to sort out the things between the father and his elder brother, right? So I could relate with that because since childhood I have been kind of very kind of mature person in my family. I got a lot of responsibility at early age, so I was able to relate with that guy that when you get the maturity at early age, you're not able to enjoy the life, but you become mature, and people come to you and see you as someone who can deal with the things. Yeah, so I can just relate with that, Yosa.
Thank you, Prasang. And there you say that you don't know classical novels and you bring out the Brothers Karamazov. Uh, yeah. So with this, I believe we have used up all our time, and the rest of the topics will be left for mystery. If any of you are ever interested in getting them, message me up. Maybe I'll spoil it for you. But yeah, with this, I'll have this session, um, the table topics over. Thank you. Uh, Back to Rajan.
Thank you so much, Avinash. It was really wonderful and really very creative table topics today. Uh, it really, it was peered. I was really peered today to see the topics, and it was really joyful. Was really excited to know what are topics, and you are not telling me it's bad, but it's fine. Okay, probably I will come to you at your house maybe sometimes, and I will check your laptop. What's the beginning topics? Okay, now with this, our session. Well, let's go to the evaluation section. We don't have speech evaluations today as we do not have speech. So first of all, I would like timer of today, Pranali, to tell us about your evaluations. Sorry. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Rachel. So I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if it's visible.
Yeah.
Is it visible? Okay. So for the timings, Gaurav took 1 minute 48 seconds, which is fine. And for the second speech, he took 1 minute 1 minute 36 seconds, which was under the allotted time. And Rajan took 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes, to finish his first speech. And second, he took 1 minute 43 seconds, which was under time. And for third one, he took 2 minutes 15 seconds, which was again fine. And myself, I took 2 minutes 5 seconds for the first one, and 1 minute 25 seconds for the second one. And Prasang, he took 2 minutes 15 seconds for the first speech, and 1 minute 41 second for the second, and 1 minute 43 minutes for the third one. Yeah, that's all about the timings, and all were within the time. Thank you, Gaurav, for noting down the time for me.
Thanks, Pranali, for the timer reports. Now I would like our grammarian of today, Gaurav, to share the grammarian report.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. First of all, I would like to thank Avinash for such a peer session where a lot of varieties were there in the topics, and it like even in some topics you are having options as well. So if someone wants to go for a particular category, and if someone else has already tried it, you can come again and take the another opportunity. So it was a very live session, I would say, and which reflected in the expression which people were showing in their speeches as well. So people were very active, and in today's session, I felt it was a very smooth session. I did not find any misuse of English language. People like basically use grammar properly, and the session went very well. I so in my today's grammarian report, only word of the day is something which I want to share. What happened with that? So for that, I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if it is visible.
Yes.
Okay. One thing I think word of the day was used very less today. The word of the day was feared, which means lively or cheerful. So Toastmaster Rajan, he used it twice. Pranali used it once in a speech, and I used it once in my speech. I think Prasang, he joined little late, so he was not aware of the word of the day. But Prasang, maybe next time, whenever you are joining, just check the chat window. Usually, grammarian posts that word of the day in the chat box so that you can use it in your speeches as well. I If Avinash used it, I'm not sure. I might have missed that, but yeah, that was all from the grammarian side. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajan.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. I am sharing the voting link for today. I request all to give your votes and check and see if that voting links are available to you as well. Meanwhile, I like the stage open to everyone, and maybe if anybody wants to speak about the session, how you like it, and anything you want to say, it's open. Meanwhile, when everybody votes.
I must say that Monday wasn't mundane today. It was refreshed.
And about the topic, I mean, it was not the normal table topic season where you get the normal topics. Here, I mean, you're forced to think about different things, you know. So it was such a, I mean, it was interesting table topic season, and it must have required a lot of effort to prepare this PPT and topics. So thanks to the table topic master for that.
It was really engaging. Thank you, everyone.
People are curious about that topic. Maybe you can use it in your next time whenever you're taking the road. You can use these topics as well.
Yes, I have more genres, but I didn't have enough time to prepare all the slides. I had notes for every genre, but then couldn't create slides for everything. So I ditched a lot of them. I had for sci-fi, fantasy, missed those.
Okay, I think I have the results. Okay, one person is remaining to put down votes, it seems. Okay, I got it, fifth one. Okay, so okay. Okay, I will be sharing the certificates later. I think we are short on time, that's why. So we can do that. But let me share my screen to show today's. So it was really clear. Best role player overall is Avinash, and it was really an awesome session. Definitely, congratulations again. It was really you give the user, like the audience, to chance to have been more control over their choices and what they want to speak about. So I think that will give them more options. So they will be more engaging to say something. So it was really nice. So best table topic speaker, drum rolls please, is Pranali, table topic 4. But okay, let me count also. Okay, huh. So I think Pranali here also she got one vote. So okay, total 3 votes. Okay. So that's Pranali. Congratulations for topic. Heroic
Thank
challenges, yeah. Definitely. And literally rating your twice. Nice. With this, Gaurav, would you like to close the session?
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
So thank you, Toastmaster Rajan, and thanks to all the members who joined today's meeting. It was, and I think people will adapt to this change over the time. But it's good to see faces joining on time and contributing to the session. So it is a good feeling. Overall, the session was very nice. It was very engaging, and all of us enjoyed that. I think we all will continue this passion and this energy in our further sessions as well. So with that, I would like to close today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.